Okay, okay. Live? Where did I put my tablet? No. I think I'm live. Okay, yeah, I'm live. Wow. Okay, this is weird. This is weird. Hello. Hello everybody. Hello to the people who will watch this later, I think. Um Give me a few moments. I need to get myself together and check that everything is working fine and that I am not currently speaking to myself. So, um, how y'all doing? Doing great. People are watching the VOD. I can say VOD now. I'm an official live streamer. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Uh, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, everything's working fine. Okay. I'm a little nervous if you can't tell. I've never done this before. So, okay, so today I am working on some uh whatchamacallit. I'm working on some high chart. Oh my gosh, now that I'm live, you can all see how much I stutter and stumble all over my words, which is embarrassing. Embarrassing. Okay, so a little bit of explanation on what you're looking at here. This is my. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I am so not professional. I forgot to uh, let Instagram know that I was live. So hold on. Let me do my little jig, my little silly dance. Then we can get started on drawing and talking about what we're doing. So hope y'all have had a great day so far. For me, it is currently like what 2:06 p.m. Gosh, wait. It's yeah, it's 2:06 p.m. and I haven't done much for today. I slept really late, which is not good at all. I'm trying to figure out how to. Okay, there we go. It is currently. Oh, Chainsaw Maniac is here. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm stumbling. I'm stumbling. I'm stumbling. Okay. Let me just post this onto Instagram. I'm live. Come join us at Uniki on YouTube. There we go. Okay, so that's posted, and I'll let some of my Discord. Okay, yeah, okay. I think I know what I'm doing, kind of. I think I'm kind of okay now. um, let's. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. I'm ready to start. Okay, so in case y'all didn't, sorry, I keep putting stuff everywhere and then I need to use it again and then I just don't. Okay, so today I'm gonna make character ref sheets and everything. And these are character ref sheets I made before I started the comic, which was a very bad idea since I wasn't used to drawing the characters yet, so I need to remake them better, if that's how I can say it. So basically, from left to right, we got Clementine, and then we got... Oh my goodness. This is Chris, and then we got Charlotte, and that's Anne, and then that's Vic. I always get the twins mixed up, but you know what? It happens. And now I just want to know how big this canvas is. 100 by 1020. Okay. So I'm just gonna start a new file since I don't want this one to get too big and my computer to die on me. Okay, 72 should be good. Everything should be good. Because this previous ref sheet I made before I drew the comic, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, I still don't really know what I'm doing, but that's life. That's just how it is. So I just need to make new ref sheets where I know what I'm doing, hopefully, and that way they'll be more useful. Since I haven't really used these ref sheets, I found out through my work process that I mostly use ref sheets for like color picking, since I don't like to have like, you know, when they have like those little charts and they have the little circles and they're like, oh, they're for this character and this is like their hair and this is like their feet or whatever. But I can't do that. I always forget which color's which. Like, I have a color set right here for my comic and I forget what half of these colors mean. Like, this top is for like skin shading, this is for like shading, and then this is for line art, and I always get this line art stuff mixed up, like whose color goes with whose. You never know. Oh, hi, Gleamy Arts. Hello. All my friends came to see me. Ugh. We love to see it. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, these colors. So I can never use these colors that just don't have any specific meaning to them. But I usually use the subview window up here in clip to reference all my colors, since I don't like having them in whatchamacallit, in these like squares. So that's what I'm doing now. And I think I'm gonna start off with Charlotte. Yeah, I think I'll start off with Charlotte first. I did a drawing of her recently. I should be good to go. Oh my goodness, horrifying. Do I have a PNG of this? I might have a PNG. And the thing with this ref sheet is that I did like a whole like turnaround sheet, which is pretty extra, and I have never used that turnaround sheet yet to this day. And I'm like, why did I make it if I wasn't gonna use it? But whatever, it helped me get to know the characters more. Like, let me show y'all it for proof so that you can see I'm not lying to you. Okay, let's turn all these off. I should have put all these in one layer, to be honest, but oh well. So those are my sketches. Here's Charlotte. I never colored the turnaround sheets because by the time I was done with them, I was kind of done. So here's Charlotte's. Here's Anne's. In Blender, so I make 3D refs for my characters as well. Oh yeah, I heard you talking about in your live stream about working in Blender for your webcomic. You know, couldn't be me. I respect you so much for that, but it couldn't be me. I'm learning Blender, but like making like a whole like ref, like a 3D ref for one character in Blender, that sounds like so much work. So much work. So yeah, here are the refs. So, as you can see, I did do turnarounds for every single one of these characters. I honestly don't know where I got the patience to do this. But, like, look at those side profiles. Oh my goodness, this is tragic. I mean, I think Charlotte's... I've always had a problem with... Not Charlotte, Clementine's side profile. I was just never really good at it. But yeah, let's see. I want to copy Clementine's and do that. I want to keep their heights the same. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Hopefully maintain the same height. And this time I'm gonna draw shoes for them. Since every time I share this ref sheet, I'm like, their feet look weird. Okay. Roughly this tall. You know something I've been wondering about my comic is whether I should, each time like characters pop up, like when they're not in like uniform or whatever, if I should just have them have different outfits. But then I'm like, it's a fun idea, but like I'd have to design all those outfits, like, and I kind of want them to match their characters. And I was like, but I don't really want to do all that work. Maybe I should keep them in the same outfits, but I don't know. I don't know. My video with Minsky. Oh, Minsky. That guy. You know, I blinked and he's already at like 8K. I was like, how? What is YouTube algorithm doing to your channel right now? But happy for him. Happy to see it. That video was a lot of fun, but boy, did the editing take me out. I don't know how he does it, but he's like really, really, really quick with like editing and everything. Literally, like we had to get our like the final drawings done for our art. I don't know how to say it, but we had to get the final stuff done like after we did like the sketches and stuff like that. And he said, oh yeah, it'll take maybe 3 hours, and we were doing like how many, 4 pieces, and I was like, 3 hours? He's like, yeah, it shouldn't be that long. And I was like, okay, I'll try to get it done. And here I was knowing that I was like so slow at drawing, trying to rush and then get it all done. And then not even like 2 hours later, he's like, okay, I'm done. And I'm like, you're done. And I've only gotten like one of them done, and I was like, what in the world? And editing too, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. I'm envious, because he like edited so quickly. And I was like over here like, can we post it up on Wednesday? I'm not done editing yet. And that's what happened. Oh my gosh. I don't know how he does it. I'm really envious, because that video was a lot to edit since there was so much content. But you know, you live and you learn. It's just another excuse for me to get better at editing. Oops. Okay, I always have this trouble when drawing over art. I just don't know which proportions to keep. I'm trying to keep it really general so that I have room to fix anatomy errors or whatever. Okay. Bad. You know, I can't believe I drew this. Like, not in a good way. Like, I can't believe I drew this. Like, kind of like, what was I thinking? Like, when you look at your old art, you can just see everything wrong with it, and you know, it makes me feel a certain type of way. Yeah. He is a film person, so I guess like he must edit a lot. I don't know. He likes films. But with me, like, I've been doing YouTube for a while now, but my editing is still like not the quickest, but you know, you live and you learn. I really care about like my audio. I spend a lot of that time like on my videos in general too, editing audio. Like, yeah, I'm a sucker for good visuals, but you know, I know a lot of people who usually watch these type of videos like listen to them rather than watch them. So I want to provide like, you know, good things to listen to, so I pay attention to audio. Oh yeah, a really fast computer, you know. That's probably true. That's probably true. My computer is awful. I started using my mother's. Quite old, but it's like way better than mine. Okay. Yeah, my computer. Have I ever told you guys this? My computer sucks. Like, it doesn't suck, it sucks a lot. Like, it has, let me think, like 4 gigs RAM. Yes, that's right, 4 gigabytes RAM. I used to play Minecraft on that thing, like modded Minecraft with like mods, and I don't know how I did it, but yeah, basically 4 gigs RAM, and I have 32 gig storage. That's right, 32, not 64, 32. So you can imagine this trouble I have doing literally anything on it, but you know, so's life. I've survived so far. But once I get a better computer, You don't even know. You're not ready for it. 32 storage. Yeah. I know. I've lived off USB flash drives for pretty much my whole life using computers. I know. It's a lot, but you get used to it. Whenever Windows tells you, hey, you need this update, you just kind of like gloss over it. Like, yeah, I would really love that update, but I'd have to literally uninstall everything on my computer in order to like get anything of that. But yeah, that's what happens. Is my head too big? Too small? This isn't straight. This is the problem I have with my art. It always leans. I mean, I'm glad I have like a more stable rough sheet. I mean, a sketch. I base it off a finished drawing that I already fixed all the problems for, but somehow I still get leaning things and things that just don't quite look right. And I don't know how I did it because the previous, like the finished rough sheet I did most of it with like symmetry tools. So I don't know how I messed this up so bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, now the hair. I have a lot of fun drawing Clementine's hair. It's just a good time. Okay, by this time I think I can bring this out. And I mean, oh yeah, for sure. You cannot render a lot on what was it? 4 gigs of RAM. It just doesn't work. I used to edit on my computer too for a while, but then I got really tired of my editing program like crashing every 5 minutes and I'm like this won't work. And then I was like, "Mother, may I use your computer?" And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I've never looked back since. It's been a whole journey, honestly. Oh yeah, I used to edit. I played Minecraft. I recorded while playing Minecraft. I recorded while or at least I tried to record me working on my pages. And those were huge, huge pages. Oh hi, Jessica. Hi, Strawberry. Hi, everybody's here. Okay, hello. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just talking about my bad computer. 4 gigs RAM, 32 gig storage. But yeah, I managed. I managed. When you don't have money, you make ends meet. Oh yeah, it did not explode, but it did crash. But until maybe 2 weeks ago while we were moving, I used to do my Webtoon videos. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? I used to do my comic episodes on that. Like the long I don't know how big my files were, but before I like shrank them down, most of my files are like they're 300 DPI and then they're like 1600 by sometimes maybe like 40,000. My first episode I ever did, I made it like I did the full episode on one canvas, 300 DPI, 1600 by like yeah, I think it was 40,000 something length. And my computer had a hard time once I got to like line art and coloring, and I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. So then I switched to doing like the episodes in 2 parts. I still do this. I split the episodes into 2 parts like before I scale it up into like the big 300 DPI size, and then I start working. And I did that with my computer, but it just kept on crashing, y'all. I could not stand it anymore, so I started using my mom's computer or like trying to scale it down even more. It was awful. And sometimes Clip Studio would just crash and I'd get like a blue screen. Clip Studio was like, no thank you. I do not wish to suffer anymore. SD card port. Yeah, I don't know if it has an SD card port, but I really need to get better, not better. I just need to get a new flash drive in general to separate my Webtoon work from everything else because it's getting to be too much, y'all. Ooh, congrats on the computer upgrade. You know, one day that will be me. One day. But yeah, you can totally feel the difference after like going from like a very bad, no good computer to something that's like maybe even subpar. It's a world difference. Right, computer in January. Love it so much. Ooh, fancy. But yeah. I mean, for me, electronics are something where I'm like really stubborn about. Like, if it isn't broke, why would I get two of it, you know? It's like that really I wouldn't call it stingy, but really stubborn. I'm really stubborn with that because it's like, yes, I want to get this new thing, but I already have this old thing that barely works. Why would I get the new thing? And then you know, it's like that. But I mean, it saves money. Can't be too mad about that. Okay. I'm thinking of the outfit as I go right now. I'm like, I really like whatever she has going on here, but I don't really know what it is. But it's cute. But I had this for the first episode of my comic. That's already done, but you haven't seen it yet. But I want to switch it up for the next one. It's really too complicated to draw. Okay. Oh yeah, upgrades definitely help for efficiency. At some point, I'm gonna need to crack and just get something better. That day is not today. Can manage with what I have so far. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, thank you for recommending this music, Chainsaw Maniac. I'm using the what's it, the relaxed sound or whatever it's called. It's very good. I like it very much. I didn't know what I was gonna do for music. Thank you. I love this outfit too. I did it on my height chart here where it's like a two-piece kind of thing. Where's the layer? Where it like it can be taken off. Here for the side view, I didn't really want to draw it, so I was like, okay. She takes it off and it's like a one-piece dress. And I was like, Nikki, you are so smart. You just got out of drawing that whole thing. Okay, 3 hours to render a 20-minute video, and now renders in 40 minutes? That's amazing. That's amazing. I think for me, the video I did before it, I think it was like 40 something minutes. At first, it took me, oh my gosh, how long? 4 hours to render, right? But then I fell asleep, right? And I was like, oh, the render must be done. And then I woke up the next morning and then the computer crashed like while it was rendering. I don't know how long it took then, but then I changed up my settings a bit and then it took me, I don't know, 3 hours to render that 40-minute video. But wow. 40 minutes for a 20-minute video. Wow, I want that so bad. Goals. Okay. I'll wear too. She's just so cute. I get this thing whenever like I draw clothes on top of a character where I'm like, I kind of don't want to draw. Oops. I kind of don't want to draw like over the anatomy that I've already done. Since I was like, oh, but this anatomy's so good. I don't want to just cover it up. So I usually make copies, which is why my layers get out of control. I do a lot with my comic too, which I should stop. Stop it. Stop having such messy layers. How do you guys do on your comic organization? I think everybody here makes comics. I think. But I think I'm like actually kind of organized, not to toot my own horn, but like I'm not that bad with organization, especially with like comic stuff. My other art though, those layers are so not clean. And I have this like nifty whatchamacallit. What are they called? Auto action. I have this nifty auto action that sets up all my layers before I even start. And I love it so much. I just need to fix it since sometimes it gets like confused. I need to work on that before I start my next episode. Yeah, I'd like to think I'm a little bit organized. Okay. This is cute. Maybe she has her hands in the pocket. You know, I can't stand drawing thumbs. Thumbs are just like one of the fingers that I just think are the most irritating. They're just so weird. Develop the system. Yeah, it's always nice to develop a system. I feel like when you're starting out, you like feel like this like big urge to develop a system like, no, I have to do my comic pages this way and only one way. So that way I can be more efficient, but then you haven't started it yet. So you don't really know what that way is. That's how I was at least. I was like, I have to make a nice system for my comic pages. I can't change it at all since I'm quirky like that. But even though I did make a system, it always ended up changing because, you know, you get better, you improve, you find new ways you like to do stuff. Organize until deadlines around the corners. Yeah, I felt that. Time management. Ooh. Ooh, time management. Yikes. Same. Learn to put all the background layers in a folder for easy copying. Oh, speaking of background layers, you know, I have many problems with Clip Studio Paint's blur tools, you know. It's just that hold on, let me save this. Point. Oh. Okay. So, oh yeah, blur tools. The thing with Clip Studio Paint's blur tools is that, like, say you want to blur a background and you have line art on it, you cannot blur both the background and the line art at the same time. You have to do them separately, which is whack and weird and not good. They should work on that. So it always turns out that I have like maybe at least two background layers, like one's a copy of the other, since like, yes, I want to blur this layer, but what if I change my mind, you know, and then I'll have to blur like the line art and then the background layer, or maybe I'll have to combine them, but if I want to combine them I have to make separate copies just in case I mess up. I just, you know, no me gusta. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. I am all warmed up. Did I tell you guys I didn't do Did I tell you guys that I didn't do a warm-up yet? Which is really bad. I should have done a warm-up before I started. I just went straight to sketching, which is why it took me so long to get this one down. Other than the fact that I'm talking and drawing, which I'm not that bad at, actually. Better than I thought I'd be. Blur line art and color layers with Krita? I thought Krita was much easier though. I used to use Krita religiously. You know what? And I stand by it. But I thought Krita has like this thing where you can paint in the blurs. From what I remember, at least, back in my day. I should use Krita more. I haven't. Actually, no. I used it pretty recently, but it's not my go-to program of choice anymore. But I mean, I'm usually making comics these days, so that was bound to change either way. Easily distracted. Oh, for me, I just lose my train of thought. I'll be talking and then I'm like, wait a second, what did I want to say again? What was it that I just had in my mind that my mind just like eradicated from its memory? Okay. Next, I am going to do Chris. Right? Hold on, let me check. I always get their names mixed up. Yeah, Chris. Okay. I think I'll do 2 sketches before I do line art, because I need to have my wrist really warmed up. That was perfect grammar. Really warmed up. You know, I really like Chris's like style. He always has this like cool like villain type style. I just admire it. I just think it's fun to draw new things. Like in her old design, well, not old design, but in the design I have her for like the first episode, she's kind of dressed like a supervillain with a coat. And I just like the vibes. They are immaculate. Mess up with a Wi-Fi driver? Oh no. Oh no. I feel like there's nothing more terrifying than like when the power suddenly goes out. Or when the Wi-Fi goes out and you're like weren't expecting it. Like, I mean, I grew up in an area in like Africa where like, you know, the power just goes out, you know. No rhyme or reason. Some days it'll just be gone after 5 p.m. And I got used to that, but you know, I've been spoiled as of late. Where when the power goes out, I'm like, oh no, what happened? What's wrong? It's become less, you know, ordinary for me to like realize the power's out. Building a webcomic process in Blender. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting idea, making a comic in Blender. I feel like that'd give a lot of options, I guess, for people who like aren't like really confident in their art skill but know Blender and have always like wanted to make a comic. I think it'd be neat if people could find more ways to get their stories out, even if they don't necessarily like or are good at drawing. I mean, you can hire an artist, but you know, not everybody has the artist money to hire an artist. Is there no way to link both line art, color layer to apply blur? Oh, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. I tried to, you know, control and then like select multiple layers at once, you know, and then apply like filter and then blur, but it grays out. It literally does not let you do that. Even if they're both raster layers, which I just think is like really odd. But you know, Clip Studio Paint will be Clip Studio Paint sometimes. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah. My mother's computer has this thing where it will, like, my drawing tablet will hook up and like the pen will work, but the display won't turn on until what was it? Until I update the graphics driver to be like an Intel one, which isn't a big deal, right? But the thing is, once you like update that driver and like maybe like, oh, I don't need to use my tablet anymore and unplug it, like something will like be like I forgot what will happen, but something won't work until you like revert the update back to like the basic Microsoft one, which is really annoying. I mean, I can live even if it happens, but you just have to like keep uninstalling and reinstalling drivers, which is unusual. Oh yeah, they definitely need to add a feature that does that. But you know, sometimes I just use the blur tool here, and I'm like, you know what? It's good enough. It's good enough. I'm not bringing up the whole filter interface only to be disappointed. I'll just use the blur pen. But yeah, I think Krita did it well though. I forgot what they did, but I didn't have any problems with it, so they must have done a good job. You know, I would have thought like at least Photoshop had it, but I guess not. Okay, let's see. Get these more on this side and bigger. I remember there was a time when I was younger and I was like a newer artist, I really wanted Photoshop. I really craved some good Photoshop. But then after all, I was like, you know what? Never mind. Maybe it's not for me. Because, I don't know, I just saw like all the big artists had it, so I was like, okay, then I guess I must have Photoshop too. But then I just realized it wasn't like really super duper made for artists, like digital artists, and that you might have to like install like, what was it? Plugins. You might have to install plugins to make it work for the things you wanted to do. And I was like, no, I'm too lazy. I'm much too lazy for that. And I didn't look into Photoshop anymore. Text editing. Oh. Yeah, and it's really pricey. I mean, I've tried the non-pricey way. I've tried it, you know, through the back door. I gave it a shot. But it wasn't really for me way back then. And I don't know, I'm just kind of a simp for Clip Studio now. I just reverted to that. But yeah, text editing. You know, I really, really, really dislike having to do lettering. I just think it's just so long, boring. It takes so much time, and then you have to keep editing it and editing it. And you write the script thinking, oh yeah, I'm good, I can go with this. And then no. No, you can't, because it doesn't fit in the word bubble. You have to like change up your script that you've so nicely typed up to fit in the word bubble. And I'm like, but why? But why? I think I already made Charlotte's eyes face one way. Okay. I just hate it when characters look dead center. It just, I don't know. I'm just not good at drawing it. That's why. CSP had plugins. Wait. Clip Studio has plugins? The Japanese version has plugins? Wait. What would you even need those plugins to do? Like extra shortcuts? I mean, for me, like CSP does like everything and anything, you know, it cleans my dishes, washes my car, you know, cleans the carpet, whatever. But I didn't know that it could do more. Okay, I learned Photoshop in school. Oh yeah, free software and Photoshop, you know. I feel like other than like very specific things, you can get a lot of the same things with like free softwares. And even if you can't, you can just bounce around between softwares and get the result you want. I feel like the environment for art is so good for new artists these days. I'm happy for them. Yes, it is. It's so creepy. I don't know, something about it. It's just so unsettling. And the thing is, I never know how to big to draw like the pupils and stuff, and that's a me problem. But I'll blame it on this dead center staring. Okay, her face is like that, but it's a bit more. You know, I don't think I have same face syndrome, but like I'm really particular about trying not to get it, so I'm like really particular about the face shapes of my character. Like, it's odd. Okay. Something's not right here. I think it's the hair. Okay. I don't plan to make these too detail. I see as I'm like refining the sketches, but I just need something to color pick off of. And I need to, you know, these color sets, like for, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I have this color set for like after I finish my flats where one will be like, oh, here's shading for, actually, no, I think here's one for shading for like the little blushy areas and the red parts of the skin. And then here's one for like when I have a multiply layer, I do da 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 da. I do all that stuff. And I have one, oh, here's when I want to color the line art and all that. But I want to have, like, all these colors are different for different characters, and different parts of their outfits require, like, different shadings. And I just want to write that down here and make a cheat sheet like, oh yeah, Clementine Sarah uses this color to shade, Laura Skin uses that color to shade. So that way I won't have to like experiment and look in old episodes for what color I used. 3/4 or nothing. You know, I believe in 3/4 supremacy. You know, I believe in facing the right 3/4 supremacy. Nothing beats that. Nothing. And I stand by that. Facing dead on, boring, lame. 3/4, superior. Observing people. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, same face. I feel like I did myself a favor when I started art, because the main thing I would do when I was like, oh, I need to get better at art is just go on Pinterest and look at references. And there are so many different types of faces on Pinterest. And you can just learn to draw so many different types of people. And over time, my art has been like, let's draw people this way. No, let's draw people that way. And then I switched it up and changed it up and remixed it. And then I got my style. And I can pick and choose different elements or features I want for each character. Weird noses from the front. Oh yeah, I get that. I totally get that. For me, I really struggle with noses in the side view. My front noses are like really simple. You know, I had a really I had a phase in my art career where I was really interested in drawing noses realistically, and I did the whole circle thing. You know, you do the little doos and that does and stuff. I hate drawing the nose bridge, hate it. But I had that, and then I also had a style where I was like triangle, triangle. I think Ethan Becker taught me this. I don't remember. But triangle, triangle. And I was like, yeah, that's cool and all. But then recently, these days, I'm like, box, boom, boom, boom. Good enough. And those are my noses, and I think they're fine. But yeah, noses are weird. Especially nose bridges. Can't stand them. Okay, I want her to look techie. Of course, her torso really long. Yeah, she's supposed to be longer. Something's wrong here. Okay. There we go. Change that. You know, I use the symmetry tool eventually, but you know, good to practice, I guess. Okay. But yeah, side profiles for me, I've always struggled with them and I don't know when I'll get them. Maybe I never will. That's just something I'll have to live with for the rest of my life. This is weird. What is wrong here? Is it off center? Something's off center here. Maybe one of the shoulders is longer. Good. Okay. Good enough. I'm not fixing that anymore. I'm tired. Yeah, these really are weird. I get this part. Like, how do I draw side profiles? I drew like a circle. I usually don't like drawing circles except for like the head and stuff. Draw that, and then I get that, and then that, and then that, and then like there's the lips, which I struggle with, and then like that, and like that, and like that. It's fine when it's smaller, but I can't get that little gap from the nose to the lips to the chin to look super correct. Never mind, I did an okay job here, but you know, when it's like the chin kind of goes out, but it tucks in and then connects to the jaw like that, I just I can't get it. They're so hard. I had a thing where I used to practice them really often. I still never got good at them, so I don't know what I practiced, but I tried. Oh yeah, especially the lips. Like, how do I make it not this? I don't want M. But I can draw like some like, you know, luscious lips, right? But I not all my characters have luscious lips, and it wouldn't make sense in the side profile. But I'm like, how do I draw not luscious lips? And I'm still struggling. But we have this like that. Not this. Up. I really like drawing Chris. You know, I can just make whatever type of clothes I want. I'm like, it's just their style. Doesn't matter how like odd the design is or whatever. I can just do whatever. You know, a mask is such a good idea. I think I have one character in the comic who might wear a mask, but then that's like years down the line. She's not gonna appear anytime soon. You know, that's so smart. Don't want to draw it? Wear a mask. Maybe not short sleeves again. Let's vary it up. Maybe 3/4 sleeves. Is that 3/4? Or does 3/4 go like down there? Do the elbow sleeves. Okay, yeah, this is definitely off. Something is not centered here. This is frustrating. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with this? I just know there's something wrong in the shoulder area where things are just not lining up. But, you know, it'll fix itself. I say trying to fix it. It'll fix itself, but not before I try to fix it. Yeah, maybe not the cuff. I'm not really feeling the cuff for this look. Oh, mask. No face, just mask. Or, you know, isn't that, like, kind of... What was the city of blank? City of blank, you know? Don't, like, a bunch of the characters wear masks there. I haven't read it all, I'm not caught up. I read a bunch of it, though. But yeah, City of Blank. A lot of masks. And you know what? I respect it. Like, you usually only see, like, the main character without a mask. Obvious reasons. Oh. Okay. That and color these differently. Is that too? That might be too much. Oh. No. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I really like high-waisted things. I really like high-waisted things. Signature. And for the shoes, maybe some combat boots. That's apparently all I know how to draw. Okay. I really have to get better at drawing shoes. Like, my shoes, I think they're passable. But, you know, these are not combat boots. But, you know, they're passable. You know, they're not combat boots, but... oh well. Chris never liked combat boots in the first place. Princess character wears masks. Bad luck for her. Where she gets coronated. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. That's a fun idea. You'll never have to draw the face of your main character until, like, she gets coronated. I respect it. Oh, Charlotte. Oh my gosh, Charlotte. You know, when I'm not talking about Charlotte, I'm talking about Charlotte. Because why not? But Charlotte's hair has changed so much. Like, hold on. Let me show you all. Not save. I have another ref sheet that I did later after. I think it was it after the comic started? It might have been after the first episode was completed, I think. I don't remember. But I did another ref sheet where Charlotte was in it. These are characters that aren't really showing up as of yet, except for LDW. And then Charlotte's hair looked like this. So it changed from... it's changed from this to this, in which, like, the bangs, I changed them a bit, and then this, like, main part of the hair isn't as whatever it was, square. It isn't boxy. And then for recent episodes, I don't know if I have anything that I can show you without spoiling, but for recent episodes, oh, here, I can show my icon. Which one? For recent episodes, it's been looking more like this. It's turned less into a box, but more like the cascades, you know? It's gentle. It looks more like hair. And I feel like Charlotte, even though she is the main character and all, and the main reason I really liked her character design was her hair, she's changed the most hair. out of all my characters, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, you know? I really tried to plan this out and make her character design concrete and tried to draw her a lot, but she still changed so much. It'll be a long comic. Ooh. Fun. You guys know the reason why? No, you don't. Why am I asking do you know when you don't? I haven't said it before yet. But the main reason why Charlotte's hair is like this and kind of like covers everything is because when I was drawing Charlotte for the first time, I didn't know she was Charlotte. I was just drawing a random character. And I drew that character for the first time because I didn't want to draw like the jaw area since I was really struggling with that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's cover it, you know. Let's hide it away. And then I really like that. And then we have Charlotte today. The origin story. Funny how those things work out. I can totally see it as a Netflix film. I can totally see that. Okay, hold on. Give me a hot second. My iPad died on me. I need to charge it up. Alrighty, I'm back. Ooh, Andy Byrne posted a video. Rats, I guess I'll have to watch that later. Okay. Hey, hold on, give me a moment. Let me get a sip of water. Oh, my voice dies out on me. Do you guys see your series as like, how do I want to ask this? Do you guys like want your series to be animated? Like, if you had the chance, would you want them to be animated, or do you like want like live action or another form of media? Like, oh, if I could have my series be a movie or a TV show or, you know, like that type of stuff. Do you ever think about that? I mean, you probably do. But what are your thoughts on it? Is her torso so long? I mean, it's not that long. Ooh, yeah. You know, I heard, what was their name? This artist makes a comic called Cast Off, and they did this whole Webtoon panel thing about like starting your comic and stuff. I mean, I didn't really need to watch it, but you know, it's always nice to have new content. And basically, somebody asked them, "Oh, I want to make a long story, but da 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 da," and then the person was like, "Oh, you should find your long story, right? And then get a character from that long story, and then make a small comic about either their backstory or something." And I thought that was such a neat way to incorporate like elements of like your magnum opus into like something shorter and more manageable that you can make for your first comic. And I always like stand by the the advice to start small, but then you know I understand that people have like these big stories that they really want to tell and they might not be passionate about anything else. And I think that's a really good way to like incorporate maybe like that big story while also having the ability to make it shorter. I just never thought of that. I was just, wow, that's so smart. I was really impressed, but I think that's the advice I'm gonna steal and give to everybody. If anybody asks me, hey, I want to make a comic, I was just like, okay, take that big idea and then take a character from it. Ooh, animated. Animated TV show. Ooh, an animated intro, okay. I was thinking of that too. I'm not really into animation yet. I've been trying. It's a lot of work though. A lot of work. I only have so much patience. But I thought it'd be nice to make a little promo animation for my stuff if like once I start getting more into animation. But a lot of people want their stuff to be an animated series. And you know what? I can't blame them. I can't not blame you guys. It's a good thing. But I noticed in a lot of like Korean like manhwas that are like published on Webtoon, like I'm thinking like through beauty. I feel like maybe it's because the genre of the series is like romance and slice of life type stuff. But I feel like over there they might prefer like more live action, like K-drama type stuff. But if they get picked up, but what am I saying? But if they get like picked up by like Crunchyroll or something, they'd obviously like make an anime, like Tower of God and like what is it, God of High School that got made into a anime. I just think it's interesting. Maybe it's a culture thing, or maybe it's just a series of coincidences. Oh yeah, animation. For me, animation, the thing is, it's like, it takes so much time. You draw one frame, then you have to draw the other, and the other after that. And then like, once you're done sketching, you have to like do line art and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, that's so much work. Meanwhile, I can like spend like that time doing webcomics and I have no problem for some reason. I feel like I just need to change my mindset when trying animation. But who knows when that day will come. Like I've tried like animating like small little things, but I feel like maybe it's just that I don't have like the passion for it, Like whenever I do like small little projects trying to animate, it'd be always something like a random character turning around, but like I have no connection to that character, and I have like no reason to like keep up with the project and try to improve my animation if I have no connection to the character at all. I was thinking maybe if I just start on something that I really want to do, I'll get the motivation to actually finish something, even if it sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Even if it might not be like something perfect, I can still make something due to that like passion I have for that character or like a story. But like I just need to like send a character or story to the chopping block and sentence it to like a bad like animation. And it's like, well, I like all my stories. I don't know which one I can sacrifice for the sake of getting better. I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, congrats on almost finishing your first season. That's so neat. Ugh. To be honest with y'all, I don't really know how I like drawing Charlotte's hair yet. It's this on and off thing. Sometimes I like it drawn this way, sometimes I like it drawn that way, sometimes I just don't know how to draw it. Like right now, I'm having a bit of like, what if I just I know I have the authority to like be able to just change Charlotte's hair however I want. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I don't want it to be too different. No good, no good. Oh yeah, I said I start line art, didn't I? Totally forgot about that. I said I started after Chris's. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, I have some refs for this. Let me look at my recent episode. Try to figure out what to do here. Let's see. I think it's so satisfying to have like a page of the comic done. Like you can I usually export them as like PNGs, like the full length, and then I just put them on my phone, and then I zoom in, and then I scroll through them like they're like actually uploaded on Webtoon, and I feel like so happy, and I'm like I made a thing. It's here, and it's like it's on the side. It also gives me a good opportunity to check for errors. But then usually if I'm like finished and I see like a small error that's like not really that important, I don't fix it. I'm like I don't have the time, patience, or money to care about this. I usually leave so I usually leave like small mistakes. I'm like, you know what? I could fix this, but I will not. I have more pressing matters to attend to. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, I feel like the first draft I did of trying to draw Charlotte's hair was the best, and I wish I could go back, but now it is far too late. I should clean up this sketch a bit more and do line art of it. I should simplify it first before trying to add the hair. I'm struggling here. Oh, I haven't saved in a while. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, lettering issues, yeah. You know, sometimes I'm like, maybe I should double... You know, I wish Clip Studio Paint had like a... What are they called? Text corrector? Autocorrect. I wish it had autocorrect. Because sometimes I will be trying to spell words like Wednesday or remember or no, not perhaps. What are the other words? Itinerary or something like that. I don't know. I'll be struggling to spell words, and Clip Studio Paint isn't helping. It's just like watching me make mistakes and saying nothing and not being helpful. And I'm like, why no text corrector? Help me! I need help. Yeah, they should get a text corrector. Autocorrect. I feel like that'd be really, really helpful for some people who can't spell. Okay, better. You know what? You know what? Control V, Control T. Let's flip that, and then boom. Perfect. Look at me go. I am so intelligent. Nobody would have thought to do that. Okay, let's just make her fit. am I doing, guys? Feed my ego a bit. How am I doing on this stream? Am I doing am I doing it? Am I doing a decent job being entertaining and a good source of background noise while you work on whatever you're working on? Double check my Aw, thank you. You guys are too nice. Too nice. Just double check my episodes from before. Oh no, you forget to turn off a sketch layer? Oh, that's tragic. Okay, but at least you'd still have like the clip file or whatever, and you'd be able to fix it. Usually I just make all my sketch layers a draft layer before I get into like coloring or whatever. That way I know that they won't like even make it into the final. Highly recommend draft layers, everybody. They are neat and useful. I want to make these outfits simpler than what I had for their first episode stuff. Well, I did enjoy drawing all their stuff and their complicated outfits that I thought were simple. I realized that I was mistaken. Yeah, I feel like the outfits I chose before and the designs I chose before, I thought they were like really simple and stuff, but the more I actually drew them out, I was like, yeah, this this won't do. You need to change this. Oh, I'm sure you'd do a good job streaming, Mr. Barrick. I'm sure you would. I enjoy your videos, so I'm sure you'd be a great streamer. Like me, I'm a person who talks a lot. I don't know if how how comfortable you are with like talking a lot yourself with nobody else here, but I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm just a person who likes to talk a lot, and I feel like now that I've actually tried them, streams are a lot of fun. I thought I'd be going for like only an hour, but look at me go. I'm already at, what am I at? A long time. I'm at a long time. At least an hour. It's been fun. Okay. Oh, what is what did I draw? Oh my goodness. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure what I'm doing here. Y'all have anything exciting coming up in your creative projects? I like to know what people are up to. I'm nosy like that. Oh, hold on, give me a moment. Goodness. All right. Give me like a I don't know, like 5 minutes. I need to get a package. Oopsie. And yeah. Okay. Enjoy yourselves. I'll be back really, really, really quickly. Hello. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Alright. Thank you for sticking with me. I needed to pick up a package and they said they placed it in the lobby and I was like looking through the lobby, I'm like, where's this package? Turns out it was like letter mail. It was like really flat and it was next to like the newspapers. So of course there's no way I'd find it like while looking for a big package, but that's done and over with. You know, I was thinking before I streamed, I was like, I don't need a BRB screen. Where am I gonna go? What do I have to do? But I guess here we are. Okay, let's see what went on while I was gone. Check YouTube. Okay. Kinda getting close to the end of season 1. 5 more episodes till the end of season 1. That's exciting. That's really exciting. Your detective series. Ooh, detective series. Okay, that's fun. Something fun about someone carrying a conversation. Oh yeah, I totally get that. That's why I like love watching these videos. Like, why draw in silence when somebody can talk to you while you draw? For chill and fun to hang out on stream. Oh, thank you. That is so kind of you. So kind. Yeah. Supernatural detective. Ooh. Okay. Y'all. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave this to ruminate. I'm gonna leave it to marinate a bit. So that I can think up of better ideas while I do line art. Okay. Oh, did I tell you guys about my favorite brush? The Monogam Pen? I love this brush. Ever since I set my eyes on it in the Clip Studio Paint Acid store, I've never looked back. Not even once. But yeah, it's my favorite. And I feel like I'm really, I wouldn't say particular about my pen brushes, but my favorite pen brushes, I have very few of those. I think this is my all-time favorite though. I'm wondering if I should do another sketch layer or eyeline, but that might be too much. That might be too much. Symmetrical ruler. Okay, that is close enough. Okay, Okay, I put the ruler on the wrong layer. Perfect. Great start. Yeah. Good enough. This is too pixely. Hold on. Hold on. Edit. Resolution fixed. If I double it. 3000 by 2000, not bad. Okay. That way it shouldn't be as a bit pixely. Like, I don't mind the pixel aesthetic, but when I'm lining it kind of throws me off. Oh well, I'll have to learn to deal with it. Y'all have been chatting. Y'all have been chatting. Okay. Oh yeah, Mishmaki does do really long streams. They're fun. You always don't download brushes for Photoshop. Well, Photoshop doesn't have an assets. Oh yeah, but I guess they don't have that many already inbuilt brushes for digital art, is what I'd imagine. But for me, ever since I really started the comic and like stopped experimenting as much and settled down, I usually use for sketching. I use this mechanical pencil. It's really nice. I think S Morishita on YouTube, she does comics and stuff. She uses this one, and when I was using Clips to Do Paint, I found her channel, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I use this one," and then I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll do that too," and then I really liked it. And then for inking, I use this, and then for flats, I use Fill Bucket or like Glassofil or this ice cream one, and then for my painting brushes, I have a lot of painting brushes. Do I use a lot of them? No. You know her, Strawberry? I love her. So good. Such good content. But yeah. Ever since she told her viewers about using the mechanical pencil tool, I was like, okay, I'm doing that too. I'm doing it too. And then I did. Mm-hmm. I usually use textured brush when I start my comic. I had to use G pen because flatting. Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. But I mean, I feel like flatting in Clip Studio Paint is like the best thing since like sliced bread. It's so good. Like yeah, there's not a lot of ways you can make flatting fun, but you can make it not as awful. I feel like Clip does it really well. He is amazing. Mechanical pencil too, yeah. Free and leave. You know, I really need to get into the practice. Is that what it's called? The habit of using like more like style brushes. I don't know what you call them. Because they're like so useful. Like I've gotten more into using the hatching brushes for when I need to draw a background, but I don't want to, and then I do a flat color as the background, but I like don't want it to be too flat. I use like some of these like little effect brushes to make it look sparkly and fun and festive or something. But yeah, using tree and leaf brushes sounds like a good idea. You deleted a brush. Ooh, yeah. I need to work through my brushes. But the thing is, some of them I paid money for, and I'm like, ugh, I won't be able to remember which ones they are if I want to download them again either. And I paid for them too, even though it was like free because I used my money from events and stuff on Clip. But like, what if I don't find them again? I need to make a separate layer for these glasses. I hate ellipse tools. Like, all ellipse tools, not for me. They're just so hard to use, and I never understand why they do the things they do. I use cheap brushes. What cheap brushes? Cheating. I call them Smart brushes. Effective time use brushes, if you will. You know, every time I draw, well, every time I see Clementine, I'm like, why don't I make characters with glasses more often? And then every time I draw Clementine, I'm like, oh, that's why I don't make characters with glasses often. It's just, I wish I could make them, the glasses, like, symmetrical and perfect circles, while being able to add, like, nice line width without having to go through all the extra all the extra trouble of actually, like, doing everything like that. I want a nice result, but I don't want to do the work for it. I said I wouldn't do an extra sketch layer, but I am but a weak girl. I am so weak. I cannot help it. I like to know where my lines are a lot. You know, I just have little to no self-control. All the tree brushes that are... How many trees are you drawing? That's a lot of trees. Make them vector. Oh, okay. That is true. Did I merge them down? Let's see. Man, for a person who really likes vector lines and stuff, I do not use these things a lot. Just line width. Make it 8. Oh, never mind. That is not what I wanted. Okay, wow. Oh my gosh. That is... Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Wow, okay. Oh, in a forest! You know, I did the whole forest thing for like 2 seconds. My first episode took place in a forest, and then I was like, never again. Why did I subject myself to this? And I strayed away from forests. If I ever write a forest scene, I'm gonna rewrite it and take it out of that forest. I'm impressed by anyone who can do that whole thing with the forest. So much work, all those trees. All that detail. Pressure to the tool. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Let's see if I can draw this hand a bit better. Oh, y'all saw... Well, maybe you didn't. But did you... If you saw Rishala's video on line art, I realized that one of the things that really helped me get better at line art and drawing in general is just flipping the canvas, you know. Sometimes my wrist does not want to do something a certain way. And you know what I do? I just like, okay, let's try it another way, another direction. And there are just some lines that I draw better. And I didn't realize that for the longest time. Like, hey, you can just turn the canvas and just draw this exact line better than you would have if you didn't turn it. It was a learning lesson for me. It was a learning moment. Oh yeah, you said that. Or you destroy like buildings you don't want to draw. You know, I respect that. If you don't have anything you want to draw, just destroy it. Easy as that. How's it? Better. Something's not right though. He's been stretched. Okay. Those pockets are really low. Not just me. You know what? I shouldn't even be bothering with this. I just realized this is a rough sheet. This is just for colors. You know, sometimes you just like to be a little extra. Go off a little. Exactly. Don't like a building? Destroy it. Don't like a certain character's design? Kill them off. Something's wrong with my pen today. No, not what I'm looking for. Go back to the corrections layer and fix this hair up. And you see, this is how I get so many sketch layers. My line art really heavily depends on my sketch layer. Like, if my sketch layer does not have a specific detail already put in it, my line art isn't gonna look good. It isn't gonna cut it. Or if it's not clear enough. I just don't know what to do with myself. So my sketch layer saves me all the mistakes I'll make in the line art. Bring that down a bit. Oh. A bit squashed down, ain't she? Okay. It'll have to do. It'll do. Hi, Minsky. Oh, wow. Hi. How you doing? Wrist glasses. You don't even draw the full frame. Just draw the bottom. You know what? I should do that. Just draw the bottom half of the glasses. You are so smart. I'll figure out a way to do that sometime. These are messy. You don't even draw. You don't draw. Wow. Wow. Okay. How? How do you only draw like the body? That's couldn't be me. I wish it were me, but it couldn't. Even for me, like the simple panels, I'm like, well, this is great, but I need more detail. And it's too thick. Okay, there we go. Oh, the face seems really washed down. But I'm gonna work through it since it's not the main point of whatever I'm doing. But I actually also really like character sheet. I also really like character sheets since they give me a chance to like practice. Especially before I made the comic, it gave me a chance to practice like my line art, my coloring. See, hey, how do I actually want this to look? I mean, it changed eventually, but it was nice to know back then. Child anatomy. Until you create a child character. Oh, children are weird. really weird. But good on you for working through your problems. I couldn't. You know the one thing I just can't, that I just refuse to learn until I absolutely have to? It's cars. Like, until I am forced at, like, gunpoint or something, I will probably not draw a car. Actually, wait. I did draw a car in The Mermaid and the Dead Man, and that was the worst thing I have ever had to do in that comic, was draw, like, that first, like, 2 panels. That was pain. Absolute pain. BAM animation. Oh, I love BAM animation. They did do good videos online. I think, oh yeah, that's what I did. I think that was one of the ways I got better at my line art, is that I just did what, like, the exercises they showed in that one video. You know, like the zebra, and then you go the other way, then the circles. I like those. They are fun ways to just kill time too. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, cards are hard. Sketch and pen. Oh yeah, that's the only reason why I think my sketching, I've cut down my sketch layers recently, believe it or not. The reason that my sketch layers have been getting more and more concise and better is because I did a lot of pen sketches in my sketchbook. When I sketched. Sketching. Yeah. Minsky, I feel like you have trauma from drawing Clementine. But I mean, I don't blame you. Her design's hard. Different heights and not making sure the characters look 5. I get that. Everyone is born as adults? You know what? I respect it. Don't like drawing children? No children in the universe. I should do that. Instead, I just eradicate all the characters I have a hard time drawing. Like, don't like drawing Tony? He doesn't exist anymore. No more second main character. The story's over. Don't like drawing Charlotte's hair? She's bald now. You don't need to worry about it. She looks cool now. She's always looked cool. Here's her new fit. Oh my gosh, if you can see it. Hold on, let me show you the old sketch. This is her new fit for, like, recent, newer episodes. Got shoes now, so improvements. We're working our way up. I did not name my layers, and I'm trying to figure out which layer is which. Unsuccessfully. Okay. Oh, that is not very straight. There we go. Alright. I like drawing these little things on the arms. You know, I don't know what that part's called. You know, where it's the opposite of the elbow on the inner arm. I haven't taken anatomy ever. I have no idea. I wish Clip Studio could just go into my mind and figure out when I want Snap Assist on and off. I mean, I could make a shortcut key for it, but I only have so many buttons. can wear more than Vans shoes. You know what? I get it. Sometimes my character shoes are just so recognizable. It's like it kind of looks like a shoe. I usually just say, well, this is their shoe. It might not look like a shoe, but it's a shoe. Actually, I think I can show you this. In my first episode of my comic, let's find the page. No, not that one. Open. Let's see which page was it? Computer doesn't like absolutely obliterate itself. That wouldn't be good. Uh-oh. 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 Computer did not like that one. Okay, these files are really big, I forgot. Oh, where is it? I don't have it in this episode, but I like went ham on her shoes. I like drew like the whole detail and everything. I have another panel that shows her shoes more, but I forgot what episode that's in. But yeah, that's the only time I tried with shoes, honestly. After the first episode, I'm like, no more shoes. Eradicate the shoe. We will just draw blobs. And so I did. No, it's fine, it's fine. It worked out. But yeah. If I ever want to do like actual page work, which I do on stream, I'd have to open them up before I start or close some of my tabs. It absolutely doesn't get demolished. I learned I never needed to learn how to draw. Exactly. You see, if Urichan can get away with it, so can you. No problem. No shoes needed. Goodness, why is this so hard to draw? So what exists in your webcomic? Children don't exist. Shoes don't exist. You're already burning like the natural forestry in the area. What else is going to be left? Masks? Is that all left? Nothing else, just masks. Like one per character. You are doing too much, Gleamy. You're doing too much. One close-up per character of their shoes. That's... I could never. I respect you for it, though. This couldn't be me. These are kind of cute. Fair. I learned to draw combat boots. I don't think I ever... Oh, I don't think I have it on here. Not here. Okay, well, let me look for it. Well, no, that'd take too much work. But I learned how to draw combat boots of this one picture I did of Tony. I think I posted it on Instagram. I think. But yeah. And that was the most shoe studies I've done in a while. I don't know wrinkles, man. I don't know how to draw wrinkles. There's only one character left who you haven't done a shoe close-up of. I feel like that's a threat. Is that just me? It feels like, hey, I haven't drawn shoes on you yet. Just wait for your turn. Now I need to stop using this. And it. Wait, I thought I turned off. Oh, never mind. Not me thinking I turned off snapping tool and I just turned it on. Just invent your own brand of shoes. Yeah. Yep. And different clothes every chapter. 30 black t-shirts and red hoodies. You know what, I respect it. I was talking about that earlier. I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this whole outfit thing. But you know, sometimes I don't want to draw comic pages. And sometimes that time needs to be taken up drawing my characters in pretty clothes. And I just have to deal with that. I actually need to get some promo art done for whatchamacallit, tapas, I think, for a banner. But I'm like, do I really need to do that? Do I really want to spend all that time making a banner on tapas when I could just like make it like a solid color or something? I don't know. And I have my thumbnail done for both Webtoon and tapas. I just need to format it for the two sites. And I really don't want to do that. I'm just lazy. But I need to do it. I really need to do it in order to post my comic. And that's like, except for like episode 6, that's the only thing stopping me is promo art. Before I finish episode 6, I need to do promo art before I start episode 7 and start procrastinating on posting the comic. That would be very good to do. I don't know how I feel about a headband for this. Maybe not. Haven't saved in a while. Save. Oh yeah, have y'all seen Vincent? Oh yeah, I posted on my Instagram. Never mind. You've seen his color design. I really like it. I drew like his more adult, I don't know, his less plushy form in my sketchbook, but I can't show that to you because I don't have my sketchbook. I think Vincent's design is neat. I just think it's neat. I got that. I got Clementine done. Oh, I need to sort through these layers. This is awful. My characters don't have to worry about clothes right now. That's fair. Completely understandable. Sure, I think I should merge glasses. There we go. Now what's this? Oh, that's her design. Take this and move this over here, and then let's do a final sketch since I know I'll have to do it either way. Okay. That's close enough to halfway. My ages. Some stuff. Gonna upload to my Webtoon to tapas, but the chapters are too long. Okay, flex. Alright. I meant to do that too with my other comic, but I got lazy. Oopsie. Spent ages making elaborate Pinterest boards filled with. I only realized they were one outfit in the whole comic. That's tragic. I made a Pinterest board for my comic, but it was like for the whole comic and like monster designs and stuff because I'm not used to drawing monsters. But for each character, I could never. I'm much too lazy for that. I even made all the promo! You made the promo for tapas and then didn't. Oh, the beginning are 60 plus. Oh yeah. Your chapters are really long. and really, really long. Couldn't be me. I respect it though. You could break them up into like part 1 and part 2. Get more views that way. And the files are too big. Their limit is... Wait, tapas has a lower limit than Webtoon? Wow. You learn something new every day. Sure do. What do her eyes look like? Panels. Yikes. I think my longest... it's one of the first 3 episodes for sure, but it's like... how many? I'm trying to think. I don't really remember the panel counts of like any of my webcomics, but I know like after the first 3 episodes, they range for like mid-20s to low 30s. 60, I couldn't even imagine. I don't even have that much stuff in the beginning to cover until the hook. 60 as well. Oh, for doodles. Yeah, grab an outfit. That's so good. I haven't been on Pinterest in a hot minute, you know. It's just been laying there for the longest time. Something's off here. The face shape ain't it. And does this curve in? Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, what's going on here? Your first 2 episodes were in 1 episode. Add the boards and because I have so many things going on there. Yeah. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, I changed up the beginning of my story up quite a bit. First, I had like way too much filler stuff where I had like a whole, it would have been like a whole other arc before like the main meat of the story started, and then I realized, hey, why am I doing all this? There really doesn't need to be this whole section just to introduce the mechanics when I do that already within like the like after when the 2 characters first meet, when Charlie and Tony first meet. So then I stopped my foolishness, and then I just got to make the comic earlier. Yeah, I cut down a lot of stuff from the beginning. I found that I have a hard time going too deep, doing too much. Longest episode is 32 panels. Ooh. 30 panel neighborhood. Yeah, 30 panels! Let's go. I want to try getting my stuff to 40 panels. Maybe, if I have more time and I get faster. I would really like to get faster. But doing and saying is not the same thing. But yeah. But I think I found so far that 30 panels works fine for the amount of content I can get into it, so I can wait. Don't need to rush myself. Travel to the Middle East for like 20 issues. Well, I mean, did it have like a changing, lasting impact on like the whole story? He looks much younger here. What is it? What is this? He looks like a child. No. It's the eyes, ain't it? The eyes are too big. Damn. I got over this. Nikki, what are you doing? More adult. I need to add a little. Better. Yeah, explain stuff about the main character. Well, then that's fine. With comics, there's this one thing I have trouble with where it's like I have this really cool story idea and stuff, but the thing is, it only serves one purpose. I feel like comics are something that you like have to, you have to 2-for-1 it. You have to 4-for-1. Get good deals. Because if it only serves one purpose, you know, you're not making the most effective use of your time, in my opinion. Like, that's hard. That's really hard, especially when you have a really cool idea that you want to do, but it just doesn't work. Like for that scenario I talked about with my comic, where I had like the first part that I cut out was like introducing Charlotte, LDW, Vincent, but that was it. The whole plot itself had no lasting impact on the story. It was like a test kind of thing, and I really wasn't about that, since I would spend so much time like drawing all that stuff and it really didn't amount to like a lot. Instead, I chose like a route where I got to introduce Charlotte, Vincent, Tony, and Tony too, because back then Tony wouldn't have gotten introduced until like what, 30 chapters into the story, and I was like, yeah, no, that won't do. He's like the other main character here. He needs to get introduced much earlier. I was like, I need to find a way to combine and use the scene for multiple purposes. And then I did. And even though I had to get rid of a dynamic I really, really liked, I found a way to incorporate it other ways. And I lived to tell the story. That's the point too quick. Pacing has gotten better. Yeah, I get that. I feel like my prose writing is really quick to the point. It's like, I don't think it's necessarily a problem, but it's like really snappy. My prose writing is really snappy, whereas my webtoon writing is not that quite. It's a little bit different. But I feel like in my first few episodes, like, I just realized this recently, there are problems with pacing. Boy, there are problems with pacing. Some things go too quickly for no reason at all, and it just doesn't flow together as well as I'd like. But I'm not gonna go and fix that now because A, it's not that big of a deal, since it's not really that noticeable either way, and B, I don't have that kind of time to be going over it again. Story tease things for like a year and nothing happens every episode. I get that. I feel like that happens a lot too with Korean manhwa. I know you might not be familiar with it, but basically some stories like are like, hey, we have to set up all this plot, and until we get to know the general political ecosystem going on in the kingdom at this time, we cannot introduce the male lead, even though like the synopsis, the main thing, like the main point of it, how would I say it? The main subject of the synopsis is the romance and like the main protagonist meeting the other protagonist and stuff like that. And then it just like goes on and on and on about all this other stuff that isn't in the synopsis of the series, and readers get tired. But I feel like, you know, something writers have to work through. Hard time figuring out if I'm balancing character building and plot progression while in my writing. Oh, I get that a lot. Like you wanna say, hey, I want the audience to feel a connection to my character, but I cannot spend like 30 episodes introducing them to my character and why they are great, because I need to work on the plot. But at the same time, for the plot to go on, you need to know my character. And I want audiences to like my character for the message to come out thoroughly. Tough. For me, the thing I really like to do, if y'all know like Neil Gaiman, a lot of his like I heard like somebody complimented him that he writes by like how do I say, he describes things without saying them, you know, like they're not said out in the text, but you get the idea of them, like really powerful writing like that. I try to implement that into my writing where I don't necessarily need to say like this character is blah 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 or blah 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 or not blah blah blah. I can just describe that through my writing, whether it's like writing like the plot or like just like the main plot points or just characters interacting. I can let the viewers know like how they change it, how they're changing, and like what they think certain what they think about certain things without like having to go and make like a whole episode and say, hey, this character really sucks at navigation. I can just show that through the plot while incorporating it into like the main stuff, I guess. It's that 2-for-1 thing I like. Where you just make the most out of all your scenes. Have them serve multiple purposes. But that's not easy. That's not easy at all. Yeah. Hard thing for me is killing awesome characters off, but they have to die. Yeah, you know, I can never get through killing any one of my characters. Because there are some series where I was like, you know what? It would be really cool if this person was dead. That'd make a really cool story. But then I get too attached. I get too attached way too easily. And I'm like, well, but if they're dead, I can't write them anymore. And they can't be happy or sad or whatever their purpose was. And I'm like, well, maybe I don't need to kill them off. Maybe I can make them suffer a different way. But it's not like my comic right now has like any character deaths or I don't think there's, well, no, there's not, well, I don't think there's a high chance that I'd be able to kill off my character reasonably. So they're safe for now. For now. Like killing characters, see how people feel about it? No. Why would you do such a thing? I don't understand writers who can just kill off a character. Like, don't you want to write them more? You spend all this time making them. And that's all you're gonna get to write of them, and they're gone. Yeah, it's tempting. Guys, you guys, I cannot believe you're saying this right now. On the wild like that. You know, I feel like anime really has changed my chin game since well, when I watch anime, you know the chins, they're pointy, very, very sharp. And the thing is, like, I can't really draw realistic chin since I'm so used to seeing that, where it's like, actually, chin is a knife. Chin can attack you at any time. It's really hard for me to draw, like, realistic chins like this. Because to me, they read really masculine, and I'm like, well, this character's more feminine. How am I supposed to give them an actual chin? I'll have them be feminine. And I'm like, no, Nikki, that's not how it works. That's the anime speaking. But, you know, you'll learn to adapt and overcome it. A fan favorite's gonna die soon. You guys are whack. You guys are whack. Wild. But you know, I won't lie. I've thought, like, what if I just kill the main character off? Like, in the end. Actually, I have a story that goes like that. Except it's not the main character dying. It's, like, You know, where like where characters have like this whole fight against evil and then they always win. I'm like, what if they lose? What if they're just not good enough? What if the power of friendship just doesn't pull through? And I've been thinking about that story for a while now, so I'm like, what if I did it? But that's a story for another day. That's not the layer I'm looking for. Are her eyes too far apart? It feels like that. It feels like that. Main character is dead at the beginning, and then you flash back to the story. Oh wow. Think about it for sure. That'd be a nice short comic. I don't know how I want this to connect to the top of the head. How did I do it before? Did I just... Oh, okay, that's what I did. Come on, why aren't you snapping? There we go. Perfect. I'm spending way too much time on this, but I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. And this could be good promo art in the future. You know, I thought that about the last one, but here I'm redoing it, so guess not. Okay. Is saved. You know, speaking of dead people, I've been really meaning to get back to The Mermaid and the Dead Man. I've been thinking about it. It's been on the tip of my tongue. Just contemplating it. I shouldn't have erased that. Oh my goodness, why is this line so hard to do? Okay, enable snapping. But yeah, The Mermaid and the Dead Man was gonna be like, I was thinking 3-part story. But then I was like, well, technically I could do it in 2. You don't need to really know about certain characters for the story to make sense. But well, it kind of got attached, and I kind of want to make their story now. That might be what I want to do. But at the same time, I really want to redo the comic. I really want to do the comic and make it better than it was before, but that take a lot of time. I was actually thinking of making a video. Don't steal my video ideas. Actually, no. If you're a comic creator, a content creator on YouTube, you should steal my ideas. I was gonna redraw one of the pages for the Mermaid and the Dead Man. I still haven't chosen which page yet, since there's a lot of improvement to be made on every page. But I want to redraw one of them, and eventually I want to redraw the whole comic. But I'll start off at a page for now. If you want to steal that video idea, go take it. I'm gonna do numbers. But yeah, I've been really thinking about it because I got a bunch of the story written. It's just drawing it and then making pages on art. Yuck. Imagine doing art. Gross. But yeah. But the thing is, when I'm redrawing it, I'm like, do I want to do this in a page format or a scrolling format? Yeah, take that video idea. More power to you. Oh, hi, Rosie. Hello. Comic is so dope. A redraw would be awesome. Yeah, I feel like the redraw would bang. Not gonna lie. It'd be so good. But that's something I'll have to wait for. Because I'm not sure. Do I want to do the redraw first? Do you want to do the next part first? But if I could do the redraw, I'd get more of a chance to add elements that I couldn't add before. It'd be fun. I'm adding too much detail again. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Okay. Sometimes you just gotta draw a line and it has to stick. No looking back. The vector erase tool is so sexy. I love it. I love it so much. It has my whole heart. Hello, hello. I've been streaming for a while now. New. Interesting. Gotta give me a second for a quick sip of water. Okay. Y'all are saying. I have an idea of redrawing the first 3 panels. One from the first 3 episodes? That's... Can I steal that? I'm planning on redrawing the first season. The whole... Oh, wow. I'm re-uploading the whole thing. Wow. Okay. Major props to you. Couldn't be me, but I respect it. The whole first season, though. Wow, that's a lot of work. A lot of art. But I guess you could maybe reuse some panels here and there. If you think any of them are good enough. Man, I love line art. So much fun. So much fun. Peep the shoelaces, they're just... Bad. Yeah, good luck. Man, I cannot be bothered to draw these hands. Oh, they're turning out worse and worse. Let's just do the blobs I had before. Perfect. She looks too nice. She looks too amiable. Not that she isn't, but she looks too soft. Kind of a trickster a bit. What is this smile? What is that smirk? love drawing eyebrows, man. I think I started really focusing on my eyebrows after I watched that one video from Leslie Lou Marie. And y'all know her? I don't know what she's up to these days, but I used to watch her videos religiously. Oh, wow. There's a lot of comments. Redrawing the first issue to upload for fun, but not replace it. Oh, a before and after kind of thing? Redraw the first 5 episodes? You know what? Good on you. Good on you, Jessica. Actually, I need to check out your comic update, Jessica. Don't spoil it for me. Plans to redraw will be like a mini promo art. I'll put them in the comic, but it will make a video. You know what? Good on you. Get that promo. We love to see it. Okay, who was next? Oh, Charlotte. Ew! Why's she here? Ew, go away. I need to redo this whole disaster that's going on. Rid of it. Rid of it. Cannot go and redraw. Yeah, a whole season's a lot of work. Clean up really? There's some panels that don't need redrawing. Ah, okay, yeah. You never introduced 2 of your characters! How did that happen? Well, good luck with that. That sounds like a lot. Sometimes you just forget a whole character. Okay. Eyebrows, they are the window to the soul. People say it's the eyes, but they're wrong. It's the eyebrows. You know, you can tell a lot about a person from their eyebrow. I don't know what I don't know what it is, but you can tell a lot. Okay, now let's draw crew neck. Extra panels for those who have already read it. Ooh. But he is a drawing machine. Works like animation and goes home and like does like art. Like, who is that? Me? No, couldn't be me. Make it a dress. Make it a dress because I'm feeling lazy. And you know what? Let's draw something I've never drawn before. Maybe this was a bad idea. I haven't even started. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Start a new comic. Do it. Do it. Make something small or something big. Oops. Okay, let's see. Try to draw these shoes in perspective. I have to finish this. Fix it in the... Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Never mind, I'm not trying something new for this. Just for the comic. You're wiped out of 12-hour workday. Of course you'd be tired. That's a lot. Oh man, I've been going for almost 3 hours. PC internet. Oh, it's the Ethernet. I have a coloring helper. I mean, I feel like speed depends a lot on a lot of things, yeah, with comics. Like for me, I thought I was fast. I thought I was really fast with my comics until I was like, here, let me actually try to time myself for once. Like, actually, I wasn't even trying to time myself. I was just recording, and I was like, let's see how long it took me to do, like, finish the coloring for one panel, and it was like 10 minutes, and I was like, 10? Well, it was a pretty complicated panel, but like 10 minutes for a whole, like, one panel? I thought maybe I'm spending more time on this comic than I thought I was. And then like that time compounds over like how many panels you do, the complexity of each panel. Maybe you have a harder time drawing like a certain character, and you're like, it's a lot. A lot. I think time just varies a lot. Where's this object? Oh, my wrist cracked. Let me stretch my wrist. Monthly? Okay, that's pretty good. You're just insane. The scheduling, yeah. I'm planning on doing bi-weekly to start off until I build like a really, really big buffer. Like, I know that bi-week I could probably do an episode weekly, but then it'd have to be like kind of short, and I'd have to spend like way too much time on my comic per day. So bi-weekly I could finish like maybe 1.25, maybe more, depending on how complex the episode is. And then once I get a bunch of buffer episodes doing bi-weekly stuff, I'll start doing weekly until I run out of buffer, and then I'll go on hiatus. Okay, done stretching. Now it's time to fix this abomination. I don't really need this adjust by speed thing here. Let's take it off. I don't even know what it does. Do you guys know what adjust by speed does in Clip? I have no idea. It's stuck on one little panel. Yes. For me too. Especially because I feel like, you know, gonna say it out loud. I feel like I didn't do as much planning as I should have for the scenes coming up that I have to draw for like episodes 7 through I don't even know how long. But I didn't do as much planning as I should have, and like concept art, because it's not like set in the real world. It's like a fantasy type thing. I didn't do enough planning, and now I'm trying to figure it out as I go from episode to episode. I think like those pages will take me a bit longer than usual stuff, where I already know the environments for, but you know, you live and you learn. But yeah. There's always those little panels that you're like, I know I should move on, but my pride, it hurts my pride. I cannot abandon it now. Yeah, I really like the idea of bi-weekly. Because if you get onto like the canvas, what is it, top 30? Top 30 is eligible for people who post every 2 weeks, I think. But if you don't post in the last 2 weeks, you're not eligible for it. So I was like, okay, let's get it. Bi-weekly updates it is. Yeah, bi-weekly feels like a lot, but weekly feels like too little. But then I'd rather have way more time than too little time to, you know, maybe build a buffer. Or relax and enjoy life, maybe. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop in like half an hour-ish, when it's gonna be 5 my time. Because I think Chainsaw Maniac's doing a stream. They're doing a live stream today, right? And I want to join that. And I can stop talking for a bit. And then succeed, and then burn out. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Some of our schedules are just not built for the type of stuff Webtoon needs. And looking awfully square. That's okay. You forgot. You almost forgot. Okay. But yeah. After this stream, if y'all still need like to work on comics and stuff, you should go to Chainsaw stream. We have a lot of fun there. Like nice cheeky little handoff. After I finish, I just hand off people and then boom. And then I can like get some pages done after warming up for so long while he does his pages. I think next time I stream, I'm gonna do pages because I need to get stuff done. Stuff needs to get done, sadly. Now that I'm drawing on the face, the rest is easy because I've done a lot of work for it so far. Kaminsky. Ooh. You know, if you want to see more of his stuff, you should check out my video. Check out my last video if you want to see more of Minsky. Yeah, we both did pretty long videos, so if you need content, shorten your videos and then they ended weirdly. Yeah, I get that. I get that. For me, I'm always trying to fit it into like 20, 30 panel updates, and I'm like, is this enough content to keep people going for like 2 weeks? And then it's always like whenever you're trying to cut off an episode before it gets too long, you're like, well, this doesn't really end at a nice place. And then you try to make it longer and you're like, this ends at a nice place, but this would be torture to try to get it this long. And usually what I do is that I notice that my scripts tend to go pretty fast. So I can like easily like add in a few panels, maybe a bit of dialogue, and that will add more info to the episode while also allowing me to be able to, you know, breathe. And then those panels I add will be pretty like simple, like probably like talking panels or like reusing some other panels so that it feels like a substantial episode, like you get a substantial amount of information without me having to break my back and neck trying to do it all. Like less than 30 panels, yeah. And then like, you know, people on Webtoon always advise, yeah, end your episodes off with a hook. And have people asking questions. I'm like, but I can't do that. If I want a hook, I'd have to spend like 3 sleepless nights doing this panel, doing this episode. It's hard. Uh-oh, I didn't turn on my snapping. Not good. Uh-oh, what's going on here? I forgot to turn off snapping. Oops. Hop off to prep. Alright, I'll see you there. How long do I have left? Okay, I have like... Man, I can't do math. What's 5 minus 441? Like 19 minutes. I have like 19 minutes left that I can stay here. Okay. Yeah, I can't do this whole broken ankle type business with the shoes here. Let's do them straight on. Straight on shoes are so hard to draw. Yikes. Ooh, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. A bit of wrinkles. There's no free. The thing is, math is my favorite subject. I really like math. I just can't do simple stuff like addition, subtraction. Don't even get me started on division. Yuck. Everything else though I like. He's really tall here. Something's wrong. Something is oof. Let's squish her down a bit. Squish that cat. Squish that Charlotte. Oh yeah, definitely need a calculator too. Especially for like triple digits. Cannot do triple digits for the life of me. Would rather choke and die. Oh no, wrong layer. Okay. Ooh! I probably won't be able to finish the line art for this before we end. Okay. So... Not too happy with the face here, but I'm no, let's fix it. I was gonna say, I'm sure I can roll with it, but no, that's gonna be taking more time than it's worth if I try to line art it before fixing it. I have not flipped a thing in forever. Well, it should be fine. I did symmetry on it. You know, one thing I never need a reference on is Charlotte's eyes. They are so easy to draw. And yeah, my friends do the math for me. I just stare at the number. You know, that's what friends are for. If your friends don't do your D&D math for you, then are they really your friends? Yeah, I can see how people get addicted to streaming. This is so much fun. So much fun. Like, I can have a video out. I don't even have to edit it. I can just put it out like this. I get to talk to people while making the video. So much fun. I get so much content. Wow. I've done this years ago. People in the future will ask me how Charlotte's hair works, and I'll have no idea. Okay. 15 minutes. I'll stop at 10 minutes from now. 4:55. I'd get myself a break before joining Chainsaw Stream. You know, I got a lot more work done than I thought I would. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be talking and drawing. Am I really gonna do anything? And surprisingly, I did. I actually did stuff. I got stuff done. Really hoping I can be able to reuse this, reuse like these things for promo or just Instagram posts. There's one thing I hate on Instagram is posting to Instagram. Like, it's not that hard to do, but like, I just don't like it. I'd rather not. Being active on Instagram, no thank you. Okay. Right. Yeah. Forget Insta exists. Yeah. The thing is, you spend all that time trying to find the right hashtags. You actually post, and then the algorithm just says no thank you. No thank you. Please move on. We do not like you. We hate you. You don't belong here. And then your post flops after all that work you put in. Tumblr and Twitter. You know, I like Twitter. I really like Twitter, but the thing is, it's so hard to get an audience there for me, at least. I just don't know how artists on there do. Like, artists are like, oh yeah, I like Twitter a lot, but I'm like, how? How do you even? How do you even get people to look at your stuff? I feel like audiences there are more prone to like following you and like your work even on other platforms. But the thing is, how do you even reach those audiences, you know? Because I know hashtags don't do much there. Yeah. They're like, even Artful. I really tried it out. Well, not really, but I feel like Artful too. It's hard to grow on there. I mean, I still like the site, but it's just, you know, not perfect. Just copy and paste hashtags from other people. I want to do that too. I should do that, you know. Just rip hashtags, you know. What's stopping me? Who's gonna stop me? No one. I should do that. I spend way too much time on hashtags. Or like YouTube hashtags. For the longest time, you know, back in my day when I was a Minecraft YouTuber, way back when, like tags in your videos, like the descriptions, was like it. That was how you got people to watch your stuff. When I started my art channel, I was like, okay, I gotta tag my stuff. I gotta spend all this time finding the right tags. And then I did. And it wasn't until like Rashala in one of her streams, she's like, yeah, tags don't matter anymore. And I'm like, tags don't what anymore? And she's like, yeah, tags don't really matter anymore. They don't really do much. I'm like, what are you talking about? And yeah, that was the day I learned, like, tags don't do jack on YouTube. Okay, talking to people on Twitter. Okay. Yeah, I still use tags, but the thing is, I used to spend so long on them. I'm like, how will I be able to help the viewer find my video with these tags? But they don't even do that. So I was like, oh, okay, how then? And they're like, oh yeah, description and title. And I'm like, oh, right, about that. You put 2 or 3? I still put a few. Sometimes I just fill up the whole box. The whole 500 characters, if you will. But, you know, it's just like that. Old habits die hard. Like, if I don't tag a video, I'm like, what if the one time I don't tag my video, it's the one time it flops? It's the one time that it could have been something. So I'm like, why not just add them anyway? But then there's also this nagging suspicion in my brain, like, what if the one time I don't add the tags, it's the one time the video will actually do well. Maybe I should stop putting tags on them. But then my other brain says, but what if, but what? Yeah. YouTube used transcript of audio generated captions. Yeah, and yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, but why? but what if I mumble? And what if you don't understand what my video's about based on your auto generated captions? What then? I'm supposed to suffer? But you know, YouTube will be YouTube. I love the way you drop boots. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are so kind. Yeah, these boots are fun to draw. You know, they remind me of the boots from Winx Club. If any of y'all know Winx Club, I was a big Winx Club person. Still am. Just, you know, season 8. Ooh. Oof. But yeah. Oh, I actually finished line art. Okay, that was surprising. Maybe I am not as slow as I thought I was. I never know if I should color in my pupils or just leave them until I color. Or if I just want to color the line art. Winx Club was the bomb! Oh yeah, I get you, Gleamy. I get you. Sometimes well, a lot of the time, I get really ahead of myself. Like, I start talking too fast, and my mouth can't keep up, and I'm like, whoa. And I just re-say the whole line a few times until I get it right. It's really annoying to edit the audio, though, but, you know, whatever gets the job done. Winx Club was the bomb. It was. I really love it. Iconic. Okay, 2 minutes left until I sign off. Okay. And these little itty bitty shadows. And that's up a bit. Not that much. Mumble, yeah, I get that. Also, after I talk too long, I mumble, but surprisingly not here. I'm still energetic. Tengo mucho ejercicio? Oh no, I have not practiced Spanish in a while. Tengo mucho energy. Ahora. Okay. Well, how did this line get here? Get out. Move this. Well, I think that is it for the stream. Let me save before I do anything drastic. Thank you all for coming. Very happy with how it went. This was a lot of fun. I got a lot of work done. I got to chat with cool people, and I got to scream for the first time ever, and that's exciting. Yeah, please like the live stream. Share it with people who wanna watch Webtoon content. I know there's a lot of demand for that. But yeah, thank you for staying and watching me draw and chatting with me. Thank you. Energia! Okay, I knew that. I should have known that. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad y'all have fun. We had to have some really good conversations. And I'll see y'all next time where I'll have a proper ending screen and starting screen and whatever else I need as a streamer. But yeah, thank you. I'll stop rambling. I'll see y'all in Chainsaw stream in like a few minutes. Bye.